In this video, I'll be demonstrating picking up a dropped short row stitch when using the twin stitch or shadow stitch short row method. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. So one method of working short rows is the twin stitch or shadow stitch method. I have a video, I'll link to it above, on how to use this method for working short rows. This video will show you what to do if you happen to drop one of those stitches and they run away from you and you need to try to pick them up. So let me show you how to deal with this issue. I've worked a couple of these short rows here, one on the left and one on the right. So one on the right side and one on the wrong side of the fabric. So I'm going to work back to the one and then pretend, well, not pretend, but actually drop the twin stitch. So I'll go ahead and work this stitch and then drop this one and let it run away a couple stitches. So what you're left with is something that looks very similar to a wrap and turn short row or other short row methods. You will have the bars that are attached to this stitch that have run down, however far it's run away from you, you'll have a series of bars that need to get picked up. And then you'll have this loop. If you've lost more stitches, you'll have some more bars, but pick up the stitches so that you end up with a loop not attached to your knitting. So first I'm going to pick up, I'm going to use a crochet hook to do this. I'm going to pick up this stitch that ran away without splitting the yarn and get it on my needle. Now we've got to get this loop picked up. With the twin stitch, the loop is a second stitch coming out of the stitch below. And for this knit side one, the loop needs to be to the right. So I can either use my knitting needles to recreate that loop the way we did when we first worked it. And the key with this is you want the right leg, the uppermost bar of this loop, to be to the right so that it's untwisted. So we will pull it through that stitch. So very similar to when we made it in the first place. And now I've repositioned my twin stitch and I can knit that. So that's picking up the ones on the left. I'm going to turn my work and work to the one that I worked on the other side. I'll work up to the stitch before, and here's my twin or shadow stitch, and I'll drop it and on to mimic it falling and running away from you a little bit. So again, on this side, we'll have our series of bars that need to get picked up for this stitch, and any bars that need to be picked up for this stitch, and then you should end up with a loop that's unattached. So first I'll ladder up this bar, and I like to work with the right side facing, no matter which side was facing when you made the short row. For me, it's easier to see my knit stitches than my purl stitches. So now we have to reattach this loop to this stitch. And if you'll remember, when we are purling and we make that twin stitch, first we slip the stitch over and then purl into it. So we could do the same thing with our knitting needles and just mimic. But I've got to get this loop through that stitch. And again, the upper loop, the upper bar or the right leg of this loop needs to be mounted in front when we get this onto the needle. So I'll show you working from the wrong side here with just my knitting needles. So this loop gets pulled through like so, and then slipped back. So that it is sitting, when the wrong side's facing you, it's sitting to the left of the original stitch. And that's important because then when we go to knit them together or purl them together, the loop falls to the wrong side of the work and the original stitch sits on front. So when the right side is facing us, that loop is on the right, the same as the loop over here. That one was sitting to the right. So what if we want to use the right side of the work facing us to pick this up? Again, I get any bars for that stitch so that I have a whole column of stitches and I have my loop. With the right side facing, we still have to kind of slip that stitch over, and then I could use my crochet hook to go into that stitch below, and it's hard to see, but grab that loop, making sure it's open, pull. Let's see, I need to go. Like so, and then slip that on the needle. This yarn is wants to split. So again, making sure that loop is to the right side's facing you, that loop needs to be to the right of the original stitch. So let me turn to the wrong side and make sure it's untwisted. Yep. And then I can slip it back because I haven't worked it yet. And it's ready for me to work. Like so. So these aren't too complicated. They're not quite as complicated as a dropped German short row, but still make sure, the key thing is to make sure that you pick the loop up in the correct spot so that when you go to work them, the wrap, the twinned stitch, falls to the wrong side of the work. So that's how to save your knitting if your twin stitch or shadow stitch runs away and you drop it from your needle. It's not the end of the world. You can pick them back up and resume your knitting. Has this ever happened to you? Did you know how to fix it? Let me know in the comments below. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.